this. No, I don't know if I've talked about this on stream. If not, it does make for a good opportunity to turn it into a short. But my cat Buffy, who you have seen, she's that little stream pet right over there in the bottom left-hand corner. That's modeled after my IRL cat Buffy. One of my buddies, his car broke down. And so he came up to me and he was like, hey man, my car broke down. I really need to go out of town on this day. Pay you, I think he's like, I'll pay you like $100 and gas. And I was like, yeah, that's fine by me. And while I was waiting there, this is the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, Minnesota, by the way. Like, not anything for a mile. I'm hanging out, like, just sitting down. And as I look over there, here comes this super skinny little gray cat with these bright, adorable eyes who just, like, walks out. And I was like, oh, that cat's adorable. And then I look, and on her tail is a little bald spot. And I was like, oh, her tail is, like, kind of messed up. It might be broken. So I, being the fucking animal lover that I am, was like, I'm going to go and see if I can get close to this cat and take her to the vet. And so, like, you know, if you approach a cat, you gotta be very slow with it. Cats will approach you. So I was like, I really gotta take this slow. Like, I gotta get the cat to come to me. And like, I walked over and I was being very slow, low to the ground. Like everything you need for a cat to gain your trust. And then this cat looks at me and I stand still and then she just waddles over. Walks right over. I was like, that's not at all what usually happens whenever a cat, whenever there's a cat, like usually they run away when they see you. She just looked at me and she was like, oh yeah, how's it going, man? And of course I'm sitting there petting a cat going, God damn, I want this cat. So, I was in the middle of fucking nowhere. I turned to the guy and I was like, is this your cat? And he was like, I have never seen that cat before in my life. I've got a couple of cats, like barn cats, because it was middle of nowhere. Of course, they're barn cats. He was like, maybe it's a barn cat, but I don't recognize her. I was like, okay. So I grabbed the cat and I was like, well, her tail is still pretty messed up. So we brought her back to town and I took her to the vet. And like I said, she had this bald spot on her tail. So I was like, you know, is her tail broken? Was it broken? Does she need it fixed or anything like that? And so I brought her to the vet. The vet took one look at the tail and was like, I need to examine this. And examined the tail, did x-rays, did everything that he could, and then was like, yeah, your cat's tail is totally fine. What are you talking about?